What's good? I'm Kasim. It's Just Sneakers, back with another video. And today we got my top 5 kicks of 2021. Let's get into it. Now overall, it was a decent year. A lot of sneakers dropped. A lot of sneakers came back and were retroed. Seems like sneakers were dropping every week, every other day, and there was a whole lot to keep up with. I chose to go with 5 kicks instead of 10 or 20 or something like that to really narrow it down and be concise, because like I said, sneakers come out every other day and every week, and I bought a lot of sneakers and I didn't want this video to be 20 minutes or nothing like that. I think 5 is a good number to bring it down to. Along with my top 5, I got some honorable mentions. Now New Balance did their thing this year, continuing the tradition of dope collabs. In my opinion, they were the MVP this year, and they continued their coming out party. And 2022 is probably gonna be another great year for New Balance. Adidas did their thing this year too. Came back strong with some retros and other styles. I say this year, I bought the most Adidas I've bought in a long time. So, you know, that's saying something. So yeah, Adidas back strong. In my opinion, they could use a little bit more quality control. But to me, Adidas is definitely the most improved in 2021. And Nike is Nike. They did their thing, of course. It was a retro bonanza. They always bringing back something, and they bringing it back the way that you don't like it. But it's Nike, so they're gonna do what they wanna do. They pretty much own the market for the most part, have the biggest share, and is what it is. In my opinion, Nike brought a few things back that I personally wanted, so I'm not too mad. But in 2022, I know what I'm looking forward to from Nike in 22. And that's Huarache Trainers Cool Blue 30-year anniversary. Let's bring them back. One of my favorite sneakers of all time. Moving on. First honorable mention is the New Balance Bodega 993. I ended up really liking this pair a lot, more than I thought I would. This is a real versatile pair, much more versatile than what they look, you know, because just looking at them, they kind of just look like a plain old dad shoe, but they really do work in a lot of situations. I can get this off with this blue ash hoodie right now, you know what I mean, and it'll work. But real dope pair, and it's very equipped for the fall. You know, I love the fall, so this was a very dope pair right here, and it gets an honorable mention from me. New Balance Bodega 990 V3. Next honorable mention is the Nike Air Pegasus 83 Omega Flames. In my opinion, this is the most slept on release of the year. They was brought back, size exclusive. They pretty much went under the radar. To be honest, I'm personally the only person I know with these, and I'm probably the only person who even tried to get these. I don't know. Maybe some of y'all out there got them or tried to get them or whatnot, but this is a very dope, understated pair, went under the radar, and I'm really glad I picked them up. These are kind of like, if you know, you know. You know, they got like a cult following, and I've seen these back in the day over the years and just thought they were dope. And I just like the Pegasus silhouette. So definitely a dope pair, and definitely deserves an honorable mention from me. And now to my top 5 kicks of 2021. Coming in at number 5 is the ALD New Balance 550 in a natural green. These released back in '89 originally. They were brought back by ALD in 2020, and since then, these been dropping damn near every other week. I got a bunch of pairs. I got a bunch of reviews on my channel. You could go ahead and watch that. So it's not too surprising that a pair of these will make my top 5. I had to go with this pair. Out of all the pairs I do have that I did cop in 21, this pair for me took the cake. It got kind of that Oakland A's vibe, that yellow and green, gold, green, like they always go well together. Overall, I just think this is a very, very dope pair. Ain't much more to say, you know, 550s, you know, if y'all got a pair, y'all know what it is with these already. Now coming in at number 4 for me is the Adidas Forum Low Blue Thread. These here released in '84, brought back in 2021. I have a review on my channel for those. Quite honestly, this is my favorite pair of Forums, and really like my favorite sneaker of 2021. Out of like sneakers that I bought in 2021, I definitely give these a lot of run. And Forums in general, I give the other colors a lot of run too. Man, to me, these are just plain but dope aesthetic, and they kind of just go with everything. I could just throw them on and keep it moving. Coming in at number 3, it's the Nike Moab, the birch joints. I mean, what more can I say, man? This is definitely one of my favorite sneakers of all time, the silhouette. Not necessarily this brand new makeup, but the silhouette. Copped them before when they came out in 2015. I've had 2 pairs from 2015, And when they came back in 2021, of course I had to cop. I got a review on my channel. If you haven't seen it, go check out the full review. Overall, I was pleased, man. They're not quite like the OGs, but what I will say is that at least these are water resistant. If you got the other pairs from 2015 and before, you get water on them and it kind of leaves a stain. It leaves a water stain. With these, water goes on them and it kind of just rolls off. So at least there's that, has some use for function, but who cares about function? Everybody just wants to get fly. At least, I do. These here are classics. They always have been. To me, they always will be. And whenever they come back out, more than likely, I'm gonna cop again. So, it is what it is. Moabs, 2021 release, my number 3 kick of 2021. Now at number 2, it's the Night Griffey Freshwater 2021 Retro. Bit of history, they dropped in '96 originally, classics. I have been waiting on this pair, and I was really looking forward to this pair for 2021 to release. Another one, these are one of my favorite pair of kicks of all time. It's up there, my favorite silhouettes. These retro every 5 to 6 years. Sometimes I cop them, sometimes I don't. This time, I was on them. I got the Royal pair as well. I didn't do any reviews on these because these dropped before I even started doing videos on my channel. So, I just decided not to review them. Very dope pair, classic pair, hard. You could do these any season. Like, what more is there to say? Like, if you know, you know. Like, shout out to Ken Griffey Jr., the kid. Legend. I should have actually put my hat on backwards for this segment, just for the kid. So yeah, man, Freshwaters. And now for my number 1 sneaker of 2021, it's gotta be the Pata New Balance 991. Okay, so this is the second Pata New Balance collab. This pair released at the end of January 2021. Of course, I didn't hit. I caught an L. This is actually the first pair that I paid a resale price for. I was kind of mulling it over and I didn't want to do it, but I ended up doing it. Yeah, man, dead ass. 2021 is the first time I copped a pair of kicks for resale. I'm usually the type of person that is retail or nothing. If I don't get it on the retail, if I miss out, I kind of just let it go. But this pair, I really wanted this pair. So they dropped at the end of January. I ended up copping somewhere in February. And same thing, I never did a review on these because I wasn't really making videos when I had these, but if y'all want to see a review on these, there's not too many on YouTube, I'll do a review. So yeah, beautiful pair in my opinion. The colorway is a dusty pink, and I would say this is definitely pinkish. It's like a pink salmon, peach kind of thing, but it's a real dope color. It's a real dope color. The suede is real nice on these. Made in UK pair. And yeah, man, like I said, I'm not gonna lie, this is the first pair of kicks that I dished out a resale price for. I kind of went out of my comfort zone for these, and unfortunately, it kind of unlocked Pandora's box because this wasn't the last pair I copped for resale. I ended up copping a couple of pairs for resale this year. Unfortunately, or fortunately, but that's a habit. I plan to put the clamps on in 2022. New Balance Pata 991, my favorite pair for 2021. And yeah, 2021 was overall a pretty good year for sneakers. I think business-wise, it did better than it's ever did, even though we're in the middle of a pandemic. That didn't stop nobody from buying a lot of sneakers, man. I know I bought a lot of sneakers. On the business side, sneakers did great. Creativity-wise, not too bad. I wasn't too, surprised by anything style-wise, but there was a few styles that were dope. So with 2022, I hope that we can see some of the things we've been wanting from these companies. Nike specifically, all I'm asking for is the cool blue Huarache trainers. Honestly, you don't even have to do them cool blue. You can bring them back in black and gray again. It's all good, but we need to see a retro. I need to see a retro for 22 because the older pairs don't pop up, and plus they kind of old right now at this point. I don't want to wear them and they break down on me. So 30th anniversary of them Huaraches. Bring them back, Nike. So there you have it, my top 5 of 2021. Some honorable mentions. To be honest, this video really isn't even a top 5 per se. It's not really a ranking in order. I just did it. You know, my top 5 changes just like my top 5 rappers or top 5 producers or my top 5 anything. It's interchangeable on any day. And it was the same with these sneakers. So I kind of put together this list before I shot the video, and this is how I was feeling. And you know, the patterns went number 1. But let me know what y'all think, man. What do you think about my top 5? Do you got any pairs that I got in my top 5? Or, you know, just list your top 5 sneakers below. Was 21 a fruitful year for you? Were you able to cop what you wanted to cop, or did you get an L? You know, I caught mad L's this year, but I got some dubs. It is what it is. At the end of the day, it's just sneakers, and it's not that deep. Kind of what the name of my channel is about. It's a little tongue-in-cheek. Ultimately, all of this stuff is just material. You know, you could lose it, get it back again. It's really not that deep. It's really about just peace and being an actual good human. I went off on a tangent there, but it is what it is. I appreciate everybody for checking out this video and checking out any video I've ever done. Shout out to y'all. I'm Kasim. It's just sneakers. Peace.